Ursa.
This is the first time makita kong magpapangular itong entity. But,
Kakaiba yung pick both teams, no? Tatlong melee, then one ranged support.
Totoo. Tsaka, tanong kasi dito, sino ang gagamit? Probably pwede nga si Stormstormer.
Isa to, for sure, si Pango is mid na to.
Sure. Para may diffusal carrier din, no?
Itong Pudge is being kasi flexible eh. Hindi pa natin sure kung saan sila pwede. Kasi, Pudge, pwedeng support, pwedeng offlane, pwedeng carry. Same with Isben, pwedeng carry, pwedeng support. So, di ba? Yun ang maganda sa dalawang to. Kumbaga, entity, pwede silang last minute
laruin talaga yung hero nila, yung last pick nila dito. But for TSM, they ban out yung Brewmaster. So, pang kahit lang, siguro kayo Ursa, yung mga kailangan nilang iban.
Good ban, I think. Maganda yung ban ng Brew kasi alam naman natin, yung Brew ngayon medyo, yun nga, annoying kasi isipin mo yung Brew, dati yung Ags niya, dalawa yung split. Ngayon naman, isa na yung split, pero automatic pag may Ags ka, meron ka ng isang, spell. May isa ka ng companion. Kumbaga parang may isa pang panda ka extra. Agad ibig sabihin, pwede yun yung pang-scout mo muna bago ka mag-split. So, yun yung maganda dito.
Yes. Pero, again, for TSM, they are going for their last pick. Ano yung kukumpleto sa draft dito ng TSM that could punish yung heroes ng entity this time?
Siguro, ang gusto ko makita dito, i-address dito yung Pangular. Kasi ang pwede na lang panghod lang dito yung Doom eh. Basta maunlahan lang dun sa Rolling Thunder.
Grimstroke, sabihin ko pa lang eh. Tiny mid, so magta-tiny mid sila.
One way to describe na dun sa control ng Rolling Thunder. Kasi yun nga lang yung pang-win nila.
Yes. Maganda nga yung dito. Yung Grimstroke. Sabihin ko pa lang eh, naunahan ako eh. Masyadong mabilis yung pangyayari eh.
Hindi, yun lang naman. Nakita
Advance
naman
daw
na
mag-isip
nila
eh.
Yes. And when it comes to the laning phase, Grimstroke and Doom, nakita na natin yan naman
I think
bago na rin naman.
Bago nga.
Grimstroke.
Pwedeng Chen ilagay sa bottom lane eh.
Okay lang din.
Pero Lina, inverse. So, in-adjust nila yung
In-adjust na nila yung same goes with Pango.
Pango. Hindi nga, basta ang gulo ng, hindi natin alam malay mo, Lina support din. Isben Lina.
Tagal na tayo nakakita ng nun. Pero malakas yun Nangyari na yung patch na yun, no? Hindi ko matandaan kung anong patch na yun. Pero
sobrang tagal na nun.
Yung Lina support.
Laging Lina pause 4.
Yes.
Way back 2018 pa ata yun eh.
Or pause 5. Yes. Pero kompleto na yung draft natin. Sabi nga ni Jules, medyo magulo. Hindi pa natin alam kung sino yung mga gagamit ng mga heroes na yan. Pero yan yung mga audience natin. Yan. We're hoping to see
KuyaNic.
our bosses sa daan. Pero nakakatuwa kasi ang dami ring tao dito sa ating ESL 1 Malaysia. But draft natin is up. So guys, game number 2. Who's your bet?
Ako siguro game number 2 TSM ako dito. Parang mas madali may execute yung draft nila. Tsaka, ngayon ko lang makita tong Pango tsaka Lina sa draft ng entity. Baka may konting adjustment pa feeling ko.
Yan, siguro, ako gusto mag-game 3. Yun lang yung ko.
We want a game number 3, no? Sa unang araw ng playoff. So, I think ako, talagang game number 3 lang inabangan natin. So, TSM, I think, lahat ng lahat ng panels and hosts natin, malalaman natin sa casters. Baka mamaya, entity sila dito. But we'll see. JB and Ate Ishi take away for third game number 2.
Yan. Thank you, Casey. And the guys will TSM daw sila dito, Ate Ish. Sa bagay, kahit sino mabibitin. First game mo, 21 minutes lang, tas 2-0 pa, di ba? Ewan ko na lang. Pero, let's all see kung ano nga ba mangyayari. But, siguro, I'd favor, entity. Parang gusto ko yung chaos na gusto nilang gawin.
Di saka yung Pudge nila, I believe, is still undefeated. And typically, kapag nagpa-Pudge sila, usually, they partner up with Isben, which is meron din this time around. Diba? So, I mean, I can't blame yung mga tao na or ikaw, na entity dito sa ating game number 2. Pero kasi ako, para sa akin, ang hirap eh. Pareho kasi silang may strength and weaknesses. Kind of same with game number 1 na let's say, yung lineup ng entity could look very good if they had like something going on their end, if they have a very good early phase of game, whereas aside naman ng TSM, you could also say the same thing na it's very scary for Lina to be a hero when let's say when Ursa gets an early blink dagger, plus may Inkswell ka pa, avalanche from Tiny, avalanche source, diba? You know, there are things that could be very scary for both sides. So it's just really up to like yung execution ng parehong team natin na to. So hindi ako makapili. Pero siguro magti-TSM na lang din ako kasi gusto ko lang din magka-game number 3.
Bagay. Karamihan sa inyo, bitin sa mga pangyayari. Well,
Yes.
I would have thought that's gonna be a quick 21 game on that first one. Pero syempre, second natin, hintayin muna natin magsimula. Pero habang wala pa, please do share our live stream, mga kaibigan. And mind you guys, pag wala pa po kayong account sa Rivalry, register na sa rivalry.com/LuponWXC. And without further ado, let's now head on to our game number 2. Quick sword play by Entity. So, ito yung ating live odds dyan sa Rivalry. Do check them out. Mataas rather ang odds ng ESM dito. And marami yung naglo-look forward ata sa 2-0
Oo, pwede. I mean, hindi kasi yung TSM din kasi, yung team in general, they played really well, especially sa last major natin. So I think that's also one of the reason paano sila nakakuha ng mga fans din. Ayan.
For sure. Pero hook. Kaso, may Inkswell. Palag pa naman. Ito na nga sila na set up but the LSA is there. This could be the first blood. Saberlight. Na-enlighten na dito nitong si Toby. Kataomi will be dishing some damage. There's gonna be the first blood brought to us by Rivalry. And eto na. Isa pa. Humok. Talaga namang gumagawa dito nang himala itong si Pure and purong-puro yung pang-uun sa mga ginagawa nila dito. Kataomi with the body blocks taking the attention of TSM. And eto pang si Ancient Apparition, gusto niya lang din ma-delay yung gagawin dito ng Dire side. Uy! Dinudge mo yung sarili mong kakampi, but for Pure, it's fine. And this is actually interesting. Pure, magpapadeny.
I mean, why not? Pero si Fishman, is he gonna be okay? Ala, Diyos ko, mali ang inikutan ni Kuya mo. Sayang naman yung Inkswell.
Could have been a kill, no?
Yeah, saka hindi, ayun Inkswell din yung kinuha niya instead na, Stroke of Fate. Like, imagine mo kung nag-connect lahat ng Stroke of Fate, maybe they would have dealt more damage. But I don't know. Kasi ang ganda rin ng mga chain stun. Grabe, nakalimutan yung bounty ko din. Sobrang tindi ng bakbakan, nakalimutan nila na nag-respawn nga pala yung bounty. But the Radiant actually has vision, so they have kind of an idea na walang kumuha nun.
Oo, pero grabe, Pure with those hooks. 3 for 3. Actually, may isang nag-miss, pero pang save lang yun. Di ba? Pero anyways, mga kaibigan, Entity did a great job. They were able to get some, or to secure some early kills towards the course of TSM.
Yes. Saka, kumbaga, ano na to ito na rin yung, parang, tawag ito, gusto natin na pinapanood. Sa Punch is yung mga hook.
Ang tago-tago. Plain sight akong mag-hook and Moonminder mapapatay pa ata. He popped off his fairy fire here. Namamagay yung dalawang heroes ng TSM on this bottom. And they do like to live dangerously.
Man, that is just so annoying, panigurado. Kasi typically, di ba, you actually picked out the Doom to go against the Pudge because of the percentage damage na pwede mo ma-deal kay Pudge. So eventually, you kind of counter that hero. But then again, since sobrang on point to mga hook ni Pudge, like Saberlight is actually, having a hard time laning sa bottom lane. Na typically, you don't see this lane dominating. Lalo na't meron ka pang Ancient Apparition na kasama sa lane. But with the advantage that they got from those hooks, they're just freely hitting creeps dito sa may bottom lane.
Yep, walk in the park yung kanilang umpisa dito sa laning. But Saberlight was actually forced to go dun sa deep jungle ng Entity para lang makakonsumo ng isang neutral creep. Diba?
Hanap niya din yung pang-buisit dito kay Pure Like, he's actually picking like this specific neutral creep. Kasi kakabuisit naman talaga yung Hilky. Saka, ito pa yung...
Naku po. Okay, good attempt. Nando naman kasi yung Inkswell, it will connect, pero that's gonna be the hook connecting. Saberlight, mapapatay na naman. And this is a Pure show on the bottom.
Nakakatawa si Fishman just stepped up si Saber. Like, kasi narinig ko pa yung interview nila kanina, yung trash talk nilang dalawa. So, kumbaga, hindi pa nagsisimula yung game natin, mainit na agad yung bakbakan eh. But, you gotta give it to this kid, like, pure. Diba? Grabe yung performance niya dito sa Pudge na to.
At saka, Ate Ish, eto yun eh. Si Saberlight yung pumalit dito kay Pure doon sa Arlington Major, and going into this, parang gustong ipakita ni Pure, hey, ako yung pinalitan mo, and eto, ganito yung kalakasan na finil-in mo dapat. So, dapat mas malayo pa yung naabot nyo doon. Pero syempre, hindi pa naman natatapos dito sa laning yung ating game.
Oh, diba? Actually, I just remember something. Kasi, wait lang.
That thought, mamaya mo nalalahanin ng Tish, walang mana si Pure, and alam ni Moonwinder yun, kaya susubukan niya maging agresibo, but that Inkswell won't connect to anyone. Pwede pang siya pa yung mapasama, and that's actually a good magic stick pop, and talagang it brings magic to the lane. With that one, nakakuha na naman ng isa pang kill si Moonwinder. Actually, si Pudge, rather.
Ayun, yung sasabihin ko sana, no? I mean, I think, we forgot to mention na one of the reason bakit nagdo-dominate din yung safe lane na entity is si Pudge was actually, he was like there during the kills or yung bakbakan sa top lane, so nakakuha siya ng experience and some gold doon, while si Saberlight, he was actually the one na first blood, so he didn't get an experience or anything from that engagement, so highly likely syempre nauna sigurong nag-level 2 or yung itong Pudge, so they were able to at least take that advantage doon sa laning phase. Kaya sobrang dominante itong safe lane ng entity.
Ang ganda lang ng pagkaka-utilize ni Pudge sa resources or sa tools nila dito ngayon early on, di ba? So for Pudge, meron na agad sa ditong 3 stacks ng kanyang flesh heap. It's already huge, 5 minutes in. Di ba?
Yes. And eto din yung tawag dito. Question ko kay Brian, is he gonna like go for the early blink dagger? I feel like he kinda needs to just to get something going for his team. Lalo na hindi ganun kaganda yung laning phase nitong si Doom kasi panigurado.
Pero susundan, grabe naman. Buti na kapag Avalanche delay the damage that he's about to pop. Magsama kayong dalawa dyan. Masyado kayo makulit. Pero kung hindi na bitaw yung Avalanche na yun, that's a dead Tiny for sure.
Yeah.
Moonwinder going for Fishman. Support versus support. And Fishman, gusto na lang niyang i-delay yung pagkamatay niya dito. Mas masaya pa siya doon actually with the magic stick. And Stroke of Fate will be dodged. Grabe naman. Moonwinder, orat na dito ngayon sa lane. Bral taking the hammer. Kamalasan, nandun sa baba yung Rune. Good Avalanche holding these two down. Pero Stormer, wala siyang mana sa ngayon. Good toss there para kay Kataomi. But Kataomi is about to die. That's gonna be Bryle on a killing spree. While itong Selena makaka-walk out naman doon safely.
Yeah, it's just the presence of Chen in general, diba? Like imagine mo, you got an army, rotating and maybe applying pressure sa side ng entity. I mean, you got Pudge, so pwede mong i-hook yung army dito ng TSM and you can grab a farm on your own. Diba? Pero, speaking of,
Walang TH, Pure will be going to farm someone. There we have it. Inkswell given. 3v2. Ayaw ni Pure niyan. Medyo masakit. Naghihintay lang siya nakakampi. Pero Saberlight still at level 4. There's gonna be the hook. Patay man si Kataomi. But that's gonna be Stormer getting the kill. Fishman will also follow. Nagtitipi sa mukha. Dito ngayon. Ito si Dubu. But that's gonna be Moonwinder. Finished off by Pure. 2 for 1. Plus a core dito sa side ng entity. So that's actually huge para sa kanila.
Yeah, but damn, like 6 minutes in, level 6 na rin itong Pudge. That is huge. I mean, you can't blame them. Ang dami nilang kills na nakuha dito sa bottom lane. Pero syempre, as a safe lane Pudge, you gotta feel great. Diba, may 5 fresh heaps stack ka na agad. Only 7 minutes dito sa laban natin. Ang sarap maglaro ng Pudge sa ngayon. Pero syempre, hindi ka pa rin pwedeng pakampante, diba? You still can get doomed. You still, pwede mo parang mangyari yung sa game number 1 nung sa TSM kanina, diba? You're ahead, pero pag sunod-sunod ka nag-feed, pwede kang mapako.
Tama. Ngayon naman kasi, ursa din yung carry dito ng TSM eh. Diba? So, there's still the fighting chance na masabayan ng isang Pudge kahit sobrang kunat. Pangolier naman, having this orb of destruction, talagang goods yan. Pero uy, hook, on point, nakapag-avalanche. Pero mga kaibigan, there's gonna be the dismembering Braille, minukbang si Tropa, pati si Moonminder, kinain pa. That's a double for Pure. Dubu is still being followed by Pure. Maghahanap pa rin sila dito ng mabibiktima. Here's gonna be the D-ward. Pero Pure, hook! Nope. Hook sa kawalan. Nagmimintis din pala. Oo, akala ko matik.
Parang naka-target yung homing missile ni Gyro. Akala ko ganun dumidikit na lang
Pero, pwedeng mapasama. Ngumert-ngert. Pero dahil nakapag-ulti si Timado, mapapabilis yung dismember. And that is indeed a good one. Napatay din si Fishman dito nitong si Braille. So that's 2 heroes dead. They just got punished for overextending.
Ayun, I mean, this is what I said, diba? Kahit gano'n kayaman, but you still gotta be careful, you know? Yeah. It's still very early dito sa game. So, there's still a lot of chance na makakomeback yung kabilang side and maybe you feed up your streak, you feed up your gold dun sa kabilang. Parang feeling ko mas maganda sa TSM yung ganito Medyo playing the catch-up game na dominating the early pace ng game. Kasi ngayon, yung entity ngayon, yung nafa-force na magkamali. Diba? They're playing on the other side of the map. Pero syempre, natimbrihan sila ng TSM. Saka, quick thinking ng Kitimado, ginamit niya agad yung raid niya. So, kaya ang baba nung duration ng dismember, hindi siya naka-livesteal ng marami.
Yuppie. Now, for Saberlight and Braille, nilang itulak yung bottom. Moonminder's also here, pero si Sven lang yun nandito. So, AA and the gang will try to follow up para madepensahan yung bot, pero napakagandang
kita nila, but how?
While with the toss, here could be it, pero mga kaibigan, nandun yung hook, itong si Lina, masastaan ng Inkswell, he will try to survive, well, stays there, Stormstormer will be able to drop that Laguna Blade, at nako mga kaibigan, itong si Saberlights, aabutin pa, that is a disaster para sa TSM, triple kill for Pure, and what a Pure show indeed!
Tingin ko, JB, they should just never go at Stormer. Ever.
Nope. You never do this.
And then, nahok din pala si
Tiny.
Braille. Oo, kaya hindi rin siya naka-follow up agad dun sa Lina. But then again, it was like deja vu nung game number 1 natin, di ba? They're going at the hero, they're doing well, and then all of a sudden, they're dying one by one.
Oh no! Ice Blast! There we go! And that's Toby securing that kill. 12 and 7. Si Toby napagod sa taas makikiparty naman ako sa baba. Diba?
Pure. Hindi ka pwede mag-farm, sir.
Okay. Umado.
Na-silence, okay.
Okay.
Na-silence.
It's a good thing.
Kasi
na-silence.
Kasi sabihin ko din, para sa game na to, even though na yun nga nagkakamali yung TSM dito, at least, di ba, they have like a carry na that could really scale dito sa late game natin. They have an Ursa compared dun sa late game kanina, it was a PA versus Alchemist. Like, kaya ni PA, but like yung difference ng pag-online nila is not going to be the same. Diba? So, yeah. So, at least mas komportable yung TSM dito, especially meron din silang Doom. So, kahit na medyo ma-behind sila, they have a way to make a comeback dito sa game na to. I mean, it's not as hard as yung sa game number 1 natin.
Mas may fighting chance sila this time. Pero for Entity, alam nila yung mga choke points dito ng TSM, and that is keep on fighting hanggat sa hindi na nga makabangon pa. Itong si Ursa, Ice Blast setup is there. There we have it. Tumama na, sabog ang muka. Mga Seb, he will be gone in a bit, and that's Fishman securing that kill. Moonminder dropping this soul bind. Hindi nga makaalis, hindi makagulong itong si Pango. That's why they'll fall back. Not that worth it kasi walang follow-up. And for Entity, wala sana sila.
Yeah, I mean, is Moonminder thinking na pwede pa siyang dive in ng Entity? That's why kinumit niya yung ultimate niya. But, either way, they got what they wanted. Yung Entity, they got the Doom. They committed 2 spells doon. Pero again, Tumbler toy, diba? Minsan, di ko alam kung pinadami na ba nila yung neutral item, pero parang every game may Tumbler toy, JB. Kahapon pa ako nagkakas laging nakakakuha ng tatlo. Di ba kasi isa rin yung feeling ko sa mga rason kung bakit pinadami nila yung neutral items, especially tier 1, is just so mas maraming, variability sa mga neutral. Di ba? Hindi na palaging, okay, game number 1, game number 2, halos pare-parehong neutral item. Pero parang yung tumbler to, mas malaki yata yung chance na mag-drop.
Totoo. And gamit na gamit talaga siya dahil ang laking tulong given na magkakaroon ka ng mobility early on. No? Element of surprise din yun. Pero right now, Toby, together with Sven, will try to go. There's the tumbler story. As we've spoken about, eto na nga ang Sigrid, madadali pa, nilamon ng buo yung walis ting-ting dito nitong si Toby and pinalo sa tiwop. Moonmender is dead. That's Toby getting that one while on this mid. Ryle? Medyo aktibo siya given he's got this Ace Rune.
Lalo na rin pala to. So ito yung parang medyo tingin ko mahihirapan yung TSM very soon is yung PKB timing nung Lina. Kasi syempre pag nakuha ni Lina yung kanyang BKB, panigurado si Doom, he's also gonna grab yung BKB, so it's not gonna be an easy, like say, jump in for sa side ng TSM unless syempre maka-initiate si Bryle, matuos na si Stormer sa kakampi niya, and then just masetapan ni Saberlight, diba? But those are like some really hard initiation na pwedeng or kailangan gawin ng TSM. So yun nga, with that being said, Lina with the BKB looks really scary kasi all of a sudden yung pagpasok ni Bryle, baka mamaya ma-surprise siya, di ba? Mag-celebrate siya sa gitna, ma-setapan siya ng stun. Kumbaga yung TSM dito, they're already gearing up for a big team fight. Kasi wala naman silang farmer like na na carry whereas aside ng TSM, catching up si Doom, catching up si Ursa. So they're just basically waiting for or trying to fight with this like small skirmishes lang muna.
Yan. Si Ursa kahit naka-Battle Fury siya, baga meant to fight pa din yung hero na yan Diba? Palag-palag pa din talaga basta merong i-intro tulad nito. Pero hindi niya natos! Hindi niya natos! And naku po, napasa mapa, Bryle! Oh my God, that will cause them the clash. Mga Seb, nakapagbigay na din naman dito ng fortification yung TSM. Chen will be the next one to fall here. That's Toby on a killing spree. That was really bad para dito kay Tiny. Nawalan ba siya ng vision?
I'm not 100% sure. Maybe he just messed up. I guess yung cast range was reduced, so he really needs to get really close. Saka level 1 din kasi I guess medyo nararamdaman na natin yung nerf from Tiny. Not 100% sure. I haven't played this hero yet dito sa meta na to. Pero panigurado, that's just really sad.
Ayun hindi niya naabot ng toss.
Yung circle kasi, parang ang liit. So, tapos biglang wala sa area si Tiny doon sa pagtotosan. Kaya ayun, wala.
Sadly. Oh no, hindi siya nakapag-ulti. And Ursa's taking too much damage. And Demado will also fall. Actually, kahit pala makapag-ulti siya doon or magkaroon siya ng chance, full down din, di ba?
Yeah,
nabigla na.
Sayang. Daming sayang ng TSM. I don't know if they're just getting overwhelmed or na pe-pressure sila or na sila sa ginagawang plays ng entity. Pero
parang
mukhang they're heading on the right place. Mukhang they're heading on the right place, Ang tanong, may maabutan ba sila?
Nagkakaroon pa ng transaction sa Gately dito si Toby. Nagkakaroon pa ng bigayan, pero Roshan is being taken here by Entity. But at TSM, they are grouping up though. Walang magaganap na contest. After na lang ata nung rush, mga Seb. Pero Toby is just waiting at the right moment.
Pero too late na.
Too late na din ata, Tish. And Toby refilling himself. That's gonna be the Aegis collected by Pudge.
Sayang na sayang for TSM. Like, imagine if yung smoke nila was just like a second or two much sooner. Baka natagpuan nila si Pangolier kasi nasa top side yung entity, di ba? Tapos hindi nakuha ng entity yung Roshan. Maybe they could have grabbed Roshan their own. Kasi hindi gusto ni Ursa, di ba? Kaya I think that's also the reason kung bakit nakasmoke yung TSM is they wanna grab a pick-off. Kung makakuha sila ng magandang pick-off, they can Roshan themselves. So, yeah, there's a lot of what if. And alam mo yun, alam natin yung Dota year, sobrang importante ng mga segundo na yan.
Yun na nga. Malaking pagbabago kung sakali. Pero Fishman trying to bait him out. Rolling Thunder, capturing etong si Chen. Pero mga kaibigan, kahit naka-soulbind, nauntog pa din. Laguna Blade para kay Saberlight. Baka mawawala siya dito ngayon to. That's gonna be Kataomi traded for Chen. Saberlight is gone. Etong si Bryle nakapag-toss out para dito kay Pudge. But Bryle's taking some damage from this Lina. That's gonna be the BKB expired. That's why he'll be slowed and TSM will be able to bail out. But that's 2 heroes dead on their side. Kaya hindi na ganun kaganda or ka-ideal for them to fight.
Yeah, I mean, it looked good for a second sa Entity. Yung team fight na yun, but we're actually forgetting na yung heroes ng Entity is actually countered by the bind and then may double doom pan available. So even though na Entity, they started the fight well, they couldn't continue yung aggression nila. Kasi nga yun, na follow-upan sila ng Grimstroke and ni Saberlight. Pero at least, nakapag-damage control yung TSM na hindi namatay yung Tiny and yung Ursa nila.
Yun na nga. Now for Pudge, with this Aegis, talagang magiging dominant sila dito for the next 3 to 5 minutes. Magiging agresibo sila dyan. Most likely.
I just wonder if they have enough damage kay Pudge. I mean, siguro si Timado, ayan, mamaya. Kasi syempre mag-i-stacks yung mga Fury swipes mo, pero mukhang delikado si Timado.
Si Signalan and Kataomi. Talagang, alam mo yung, ano siya dito eh. Sandbag si Kataomi. Okay lang sa kanya pumasok basta makastan. Diba?
Yeah. Wala pa lang Tori yung TSM dito.
Oo, wala na silang matipihan eh.
So, I mean, I like what Entity is doing. They're making sure na hindi nakakapag-farm yung TSM. They're taking over the triangle. It-hipid sa may tier 1 tower dito sa bottom lane. Kasi zone out lang nila, di ba? Galing sila top, punta doon sa bottom lane. Talagang bugaw ang ginagawa ng Entity dito. Bawal mag-farm.
Oo. Ganda ng pagkaka-zone talaga nila. And just to think na yun ng TSM, parang ilang minuto sila ditong hindi makagawa ng play or hindi mabigyan ng farm itong si Ursa. That's already huge para sa Entity.
Yeah, I mean, they're waiting for sure dun sa BKB nitong si Ursa. I mean, it's just hard to take a fight. And then pangalawa, may Aegis din yung Entity. So, Timado, nakaposition sila.
Oh, nice catch! Nahuli din naman dito ngayon itong si Ursa. But the thing is, he was able to pop his enrage. Tumagal sa dyan. Pero Pure with this double damage and Aegis.
So annoying.
Is not the perfect target.
It's just so annoying. Like, you saw him, si Lina nagpakita sa may bottom lane kanina, but you can't go up Pudge kasi he's a Pudge. And then pangalawa, may Aegis pa siya.
Pudge, naghahanap ng Majijibog. Itong si Saberlight na nakita na ko mga kaibigan, literal na nasunog siya doon sa rat. And naubos ang buhay ng biglaan ni Saberlight. Auto-tip kay Fishman. Pure could hook someone here. He's just tanking the tower.
My goodness. They're actually doing it. Wala silang magawa. I mean, Doom's gonna be up in 15, so let's see if they're going to make a play. Ewan ko lang kung na-hit na ni Ursa yung BKB niya. Pero 50 seconds yung Aegis dito. I think yung Entity, they're probably gonna maybe secure for a tier 3. Ayan, tas out na. Kasi pa-expire na yung Aegis eh. You don't wanna bite more than you can chew.
Yes, tsaka buhay na din lahat sa side ng TSM. Pero grabe yung ginagawa ng Entity dito. And as I pointed out, Atish, I love to see yung chaotic draft nila. And it's working!
Yeah, saka isipin mo, that whole fight, JB, like, hindi nag-hit ng kahit ano si Ursa. He was just hiding doon sa trees because even though nagpapakita Entity sa top lane, you never know. Angular or Ben might be already on the move, looking for a pickup, which happened nung sa game number 1 natin kanina. They just kept looking for Timado dun sa next assassin. So, lalo na may gem na yung Entity, so mas nako-control nila yung vision.
Oo, pero Tiish, si Lina medyo malayo dun sa crime scene, if ever So for Entity, kailangan nila silang maging maingat. That's the Aegis consumed already. Isoli na yung Roshan. So for TSM, medyo less pressure to, I think.
Yeah, tingnan natin when they hit yung kanilang BKB, if they can actually take a fight. Kasi even though na mayaman si Lina, but if you can actually get close to him, I think they have a good chance of taking down this hero. Si Pudge, I mean, as I don't wanna say it, pero if they can ignore this hero, that would be great para sa TSM, di ba? Magsama na sila sa bind Pangolier, kumbaga. Tapos gawin sa backlines ng entity, gawin kay Lina or Ancient Apparition. I think that would be the best move para sa side ng TSM.
Oh, wait. This tower is just being deleted. Nang mabilis. Ganun lang mga kaibigan, it's down to 300 HP.
Okay, PKB na si Kuya Motimado. Now Blink Dagger next. Siyempre, kailangan mo ng complete set. Para mas mapadali ang iyong execution, di ba?
Oh no. May Daedalus na rin dito sa Lina. So yung damage na lacking sa entity will already be fulfilled.
Pero mukhang lalaban na yata sila. Hindi na nila maaantay yung Blink Dagger. They feel like entity might get bigger if they wait any longer. Pero nagpakita na si Ursa, so panigurado alam nila na may BKB yung hero na yun.
Yep, and that's a tower push on the top lane. Pero mukhang magre-react ang entity on the mid. They wanna defend this one. Pero, pure, diving deep, sobrang tapang, popping up. That BKB, sabay ngart-ngart dito kay Kuya mong Timado. And Timado, mukhang napapakanta na lang dito ng kabaliktaran ng pangalan niya. Oh, dami talaga in ultra kill for Tobin. Etong Saberlight, sasama pa yan Rampage for Toby. What a play para sa entity.
That's it. That's your BKB reveal, JV, and then you didn't even get a chance to kill anybody sa side ng entity. Pero wala eh. Ang hirap kasi everybody else sa side ng entity has a BKB already, di ba? I mean, the only chance, like I mentioned, that they could win a team fight if they can get into the backline, start the team fight, pero wala eh. Habang nakapop yung BKB na yun, it's really hard to deal the damage. Especially kay Ursa, naubos yung duration ng BKB niya just by getting damage from the Lina and etong kay Pudge.
At saka Tish, dream location yun para kay Pangolier. Isipin mo nandun sila sa may river. So talagang bouncing baby boy lang dito itong si Toby, and that just happened. TSM got deleted in a very fancy way by
Yeah, grabe yung Pangolier doon. He just zone out, niragasan niya. Hit and run yung tatlong heroes. Wala silang nagawa, di ba? Yeah.
Ako po, they ran over TSM. Pero, tignan natin kung paano nga ba buwelo ang TSM dito. Ursa badly needs that dagger.
Naku, can they actually, I mean, it's hard. I think entity dito, as you can see the positioning, they're probably just waiting for the next Roshan kasi if they're able to grab this, it's much easier for them to high ground. Kasi there's no need for them to chase down yung TSM na yan, lalo na kung nasa kabilang side sila ng mapa, wala silang vision, diba? No need to take that risk. Dahil na ganito ka ahead sa game, you know, just gotta be patient or
we'll see.
Sila,
pero
hindi sila mapunta kapla, pupunta sila eh.
mamaya pa, talagang bumabelo muna dito yung TSM. Ursa needs to back since they need to defend. Well, siguro sabihin na natin for TSM, let's just look at the brighter side na after nung rampage na yon, melee racks lang inakuha dito ng entity. Diba?
Yeah, I mean, di pa expire na rin kasi yung ages, so it's hard to get more objective. Pero papasok yata. Okay.
Relax lang daw. Grabe si Pure dito, gigil na gigil.
Grabe nga yung hook niya dito. I mean, he just completely dominated yung bottom lane. That's why their lineup made parang ang daling na execute tuloy, diba? Their lineup worked out really easily because of this Pudge. Very rich. Umpisa pa lang ng game natin. Tapos yun nga. Si Saberlight din kasi, hindi, typically, di ba, sa side ng TSM, like, we know this guy. This guy is actually making the play. This guy is actually kind of styling. Di ba? Also carrying his team. But this time around, they actually both games. Medyo naging tahimik si Saberlight dito.
Yes, literal na kinakain sila ng buhay dito nitong si Pure. And that's a smoke play by entity. maghahanap sila dito ng mabibiktima. Pero TSM maganda pwesto nila dito ngayon. Though, that's gonna be Fishman revealing himself. That's so bad, but he does have the buyback. May age dito ngayon sa Lina. Ito na nga si Pure, tamang ngert-ngert kay Timado. Pero ito naman si Grimstroke, pinunta sa likuran nitong si Kuya Matobi. But that's gonna be Moonmeter being deleted. Pure won't be deleted just yet. Pero yun na nga yung lumilipad na backbone ni Tiny. Ibinato na para kay Pure, but that's a double for Toby. And ito namang si Dubu, nagtatago sa punuan, pero makikita pa din siya dyan nitong si Sven. There we go. And we have another casualty sa side ng TSM while Lina will be pushing the tier 3 top tower. Ayan na. Binabarurot na nga talaga niya yung Torre dyan. And now going for the melee racks as well.
Yeah, like this Lina hurts a lot. I mean, yung TSM I kind of gave everything dun sa Pudge na yun. But, I mean, sa Pudge. So, yes, napatayin nga nila yung Pudge, but Lina is like the final boss. siya actually yung hero na kailangan mo i-take down. Kasi tingin ko kaya naman ng Ursa yung yung Pudge eventually. Oh, pero yung Lina, if you can't close that gap, if you can't take him down during your BKB, itong si Timado, wala. Napakasakit. Talagang right-clickin lang sila to death ng Lina.
Ayun na nga. And kumbaga ang nagiging lang dito, nagiging trend for entity. Kukuhain ni Pudge yung attention ng TSM. And then Lina will be the one to swoop in, dish out the damage, and talaga namang dun sila naglalaho. Diba? Grabe yung plano dito ng entity. It's working well, actually.
Yeah, for sure. Like yung TSM dito, they're probably running out of ideas. Kasi sobrang dami ng item. Tingnan natin, medyo low sa mana si Lina, though he has Ages of Immortal, so may reset siya.
Pero, there's Brawl tossing in the Stormer, but he does have his Aegis. Ayaw niya bibigay yan. Popping up this Danik is still alive and kicking the butt of this Ursa. Dangart-ngart. Ayun na, minukbang na nga ng tuluyan si Timado. Hindi nga tumama yung patata. GG for TSM and Entity getting this series with a clear 2-0. Very beautiful. And they will end this game with a team wipe and a triple for Toby. Beautiful disaster.
This is like the nice thing to see sa side ng Entity, no? Na finally with Pure, we actually like can see the whole team. Kasi maraming teams or may mga tao nagsasabi na, is actually like Saberlight also doing or like kind of lifting sa side ng team na yon. Pero kita mo naman, like binugbog nila yung TSM. Is actually like a very one-sided game. One-sided series. Ayan, dito sa game 1 and number 2. So, yeah, I'm really happy to see them. Kahit na naban yung visage nila, nagbago na tayo ng patch, diba? They're still showing that they are a good team overall.
Ayun na nga. And we do hope to see them more sa mga susunod na tournaments. Pero, bato na natin sa analyst natin and kay Casey kung ano nga ba yung masasabi nila dito. Dahil puro sila TSM eh.
Ang sakit mo naman magsalita.
Sakit niyan.
Oo. Pero again, Entity with this wonderful series and banggit nga niya casters natin kanina, even though nag-patch, even though naban yung mga heroes dito ng Entity, still, they showed off a very good games. 2-0, malinis na malinis. And let's start first with the draft. Ano bang, sabi natin kanina, di ba? They have medyo doubtful tayo sa draft nila, pero na-pull off kasi nila eh.
Tingin ko sa akin, yung Pudge pick talaga, sobrang nagpahirap talaga sa kanila dito. And, buti naman yung bakbakan kasi, like, nabigyan talaga nila lang free lane si Pudge. Yun yung isa pang factor dito nung early game. Pangalawa, maganda yung mga rolling thunder ni Pangolier, nagkaroon siya ng damage. Tsaka sobrang OP din kasi nung bagong patch ng Pango eh. Every time na magkakaska dito ng spell, nagpo-proc yung yung third skill mo yung lucky shot. Kaya kita mo nung bandang huli or nung isang fight dun sa may middle lane, nagkaroon talaga ng impact si Pangolier.
Yep.
Siguro, isa lang masasabi ko, talagang mas better team lang talaga yung
yung
Entity compared dito sa TSM. Kitang-kita naman. Kumaga, yes, may game number 1 sa draft. Game number 2, hindi ko naman masabing sa draft kasi match lang naman eh. Pero, yun nga, mas better lang yung galaw, mas clean, mas mabilis gumalaw yung Entity. Ibig sabihin, mas prepared sila against dito sa TSM. Yun lang yung naging result dito. Kaya, yun yung naging outcome and 2-0 sila against TSM.
Does it have to do with the fact na yung entity kasi mas naging exposed sila dun sa laruan ngayon, 'di ba? Ilang buwan kasali rin naman sila dun sa mga majors and mas na-train sila sa mga recent tournaments as compare for TSM na kahit nasabihin mo nag-stand sila, iba pa rin pag naglaro sila as a team.
Oo. Tsaka tingin ko talaga yung impact talaga ni Pio yung naging difference maker din sa sa entity. Ito naman dami niya rin hirap kahit nga yung punch carry napapull off niya eh.
Yes, ayun yun nga. Bago mag-start yung series, sabi ko naman yung entity Dark Horse yan sa tournament. So talagang kumaga sila silent but deadly.
Yes, totoo. They are a scary team indeed. Kailangan look forward talaga ng mga ibang teams na kasali dito sa ating tournament, no? Kasi nakita natin even with the stand before, ang lakasan nila. Ngayon, kumpleto na sila. Mas nagiging maganda yung performance nila din dito. So, TSM, malalaglag sila dito sa ating ESL 1 Malaysia. They are out of the tournament and syempre, yung entity naman will advance sa ating lower bracket and will be facing Fnatic. Nako, the last hope ng C. Jules and Dark Star and entity with a wonderful series. Nakakagulat and nakakakaba in a way para sa mga C fans natin. And let's take a look at the bracket here. Fnatic entity, lalaban na nga sila dyan mamaya. Next series natin, bago kayo umalis dito sa ating panels, Nigma Galaxy versus Thunder Awaken.
Ako rin magkakas niyan eh.
Ako rin panel din yan.
Okay.
So,
at kasama pa rin pala tayo.
Yes, I think yung Nigma, Thunder Awaken, yun nga, predict ko before mag-start ng tournament, yung Nigma naman, sila yung isa sa mga, magsi-champion.
Said champion.
Yes,
Sito.
pati kung di secret sila, dalawa lang naman sila pinagpilok. Kaso nga lang, dahil nga wala si Miracle, which is, malaking factor yun. Diba?
Walang carry.
Walang, kahit malakas naman din naman yung in-stanin nila. Si Dreamosel, like, former Boom, diba? Boom player. So, isang magandang series to para sa akin na alam din natin, Thunder Awaken, minsan nakakaano rin to eh. Diba?
Lason.
Yes, nakakalason din. So, I think this is very interesting na match.
Ito na siguro yung magkakaroon tayo ng game number 3.
Possible.
Dito sa natin. Kasi series natin first, mabilis lang parehas, dalawang 20 minutes and showing off a great start yung entity. Pero maraming salamat, Jules and Darkstar for this game number 1. But before we go and take a rest before the game 2 starts, wala ba kayong ipa-plug before we go? Pages?
Shout out pala sa mga nasa group ng Rivalry.
Ay,
nakalista. Entity.
Nilista?
Watch winner.
Ikaw ba, Jules? Plug ka ba before we go?
Wala, yung page ko lang yan. Follow nyo ako dyan.
Pero yun nga, guys, bago tayo malis, mayayari na naman ako kay Konsi kasi talaga dito Yan, MVP natin dito for this game number 2 would be, parang daming candidate for the MVP.
Wala, patch talaga. Nung early.
Grabe, ang dami naman. Early, no? Siguro kung hindi naging maganda yung laning phase si Pudge, that could have been a different story for entity. Pero this is pure. And nagpapakitang gilas lang naman din talaga siya dahil absent siya last time.
Nagpakita lang. First,
kumbaga, dutang-duta rin yan.
Dutang-duta rin.
Totoo. First LAN event din ni Pirto, no? Kung di ako nagkakamali.
Yep. But again, that's entity for us. That's pure for the MVP. Pero guys, yan. Baliw ka. Pero anyway guys, yun na nga. Maraming salamat sa panonood dito sa ating first series. Meron pa tayong next series. And shout out sa mga tropa natin na nasa ESL 1 Malaysia. Hindi pala tropa, boss ko pala yun. Bakit sinabing tropa? Ayan. Baliw. Ayan. So mababalik tayo guys. We're gonna have to take a rest. And after we take a rest, magpaproceed na tayo for the game number 2 or yung lower bracket natin. It's gonna be Nigma Galaxy versus Thunder Awaken. We will be right back.